Hello YouTubers, welcome back to the Thrifty Suburbanite channel. I've had a good year this year for firewood. In fact, I'm above my average amount that I cut for the year, which leads to another issue. I don't have any place to put it. All my storage racks are being used. I need more storage racks. So that's what we're going to do today. We're going to put together a couple 6, 8 foot long storage racks, whatever they come out to be. We're going to put some firewood on there, and it's going to keep it up off the ground. It's going to be dry. Have some supplies in the back of the car here. Take them over to the front end loader. A bunch of concrete blocks that I put on the ground to keep the racks from sinking in. Too heavy to carry back in the woods. Coyote's going to help me. These blocks are $1.88 at either Home Depot or Lowe's. I like to put them on the ground. Like I said before, it keeps the legs from sinking in. I put all these firewood racks in the woods, and there's a lot of loam and soft topsoil right on top. Finally got to the point where I start to buy a 5-pound box of screws. $35. The 1-pound box is $10. So do the math. A lot cheaper. I always think to myself, I'll never use all of them, but I run out, I have to run back and get them. 2x4s for the legs. Windy today. So our next step is to get some of these scrap pieces of wood that I have left over, these 4x4s, and find out how long they are. If they're not exactly the same, I don't know where they came from, but I had to cut them both the exact same length. I'll probably use 8 feet for these. And then I have a couple landscaping timbers here that I found that are still solid in the middle and solid on the edge too. We'll probably cut them to 6 or 7 feet. I have to get away from the holes that they drove in the ends to stake them to the ground. And then the newer pieces over here, those are just going to be the legs that hold up the center pieces, give it strength on the end. For those of you who use pressure treated lumber, you know that it's never 8 feet or 10 feet. It's always 8.5 or 10.5, whatever the saw cuts it at. I don't know how it works. But one way or another, we just we'll find out how long they are, mark them in the middle, saw it down the middle, because the ends doesn't matter how tall it is really. I take my measurements in the bottom for the cross rungs. So they can run a little wild on the top. I have just about everything laid out here I'm going to need for one of the racks. This one here ended up being 6 feet long. First thing I'm going to do is set them up. Put the bottoms on each side and overlay the 2x4s and stagger the bottoms. Got all the tools I need here. A 7/16" drill, impact driver. Oh, one thing I forgot to mention, just carriage bolts from Tractor Supply. I know you're not supposed to use it. It's not galvanized, but galvanized are out of sight. I've had these same bolts that I bought from Tractor Supply in these racks out here since I've made them. I'm 10, 12 years old, some of them, and they're tough to get off, but they're still sound in the wood. I think 30, 40 years might be a different matter, but then again, galvanized, I can't even find them around here. Let's lay this out. Layout is easy. Most of the spacing is 3.5 inch. All I have to do is put a piece of wood underneath there. 3.5 inches right there. Look over here. Pretty much square, even at the end. Something underneath so you don't drill concrete. Which I do anyway. It's going to be a little bit long, but I decided to just bite the bullet and go for it. So all we have to do is put the washers and the nuts on the bottom, do the same thing on this side, and flip around and start doing this side. Good. Here's the basic framework put together. There's two different sizes. It's all standard with all my racks. 14 inch. I'm just going to go in here, and because 1.5 inches and 1.5 inches is 3 plus 14, there's 17 at the top. And these are going to be 3.5 inches down from the top, just like it is from the bottom up. It makes it easy. Now we're switching over to the 3.5 inch exterior screws. Can't kneel on this concrete anymore without the little pads. Getting old. Got our square here. You'll notice I'm using a ginormous square. This wood is so wavy, wonky, I don't know what you want to call it, that the longer the square you have on this stuff, the better. You'll get a better idea, as you'll see the gaps in the middle and the gaps at each end. So I'm just going to use that on this. 3.5 inch. Now I have to keep an eye on where I put the carriage bolts on the side and try to angle these in. Get her squared up. Good. Right on. There we go. Okay, get it out to the woods. Away we go. Good as we're going to get. Final stage, stack the firewood on there. And we're done for the day. Have the second one to make, but I'll make that another day. No hurry right now. Beautiful day, 40 some degrees. Great for doing firewood, stacking wood, just being out here. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Please like and subscribe.